Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Tier List Tuesday, my weekly slash bi-weekly mini-series where I just go in and rank Pokemon or movies or games or whatever I feel like just because I can and I want to. So, this week we're going to be ranking the middle evolutions of the starter Pokemon. I'm going to be going through all of them, Generation 1 through Generation 8, giving my thoughts, opinions, everything I think about them, playthrough-wise, in-game, appearance-wise, my initial thoughts of some of them, stuff like that. So hopefully the video won't be too long, but let's dive into it with the first Pokemon from Generation 1. We're gonna do Ivysaur. Ivysaur, for me, I personally was never a big fan of Ivysaur in the old games. I always thought Bulbasaur was cuter, especially if you saw my last tier list. I will have the links to that in the description or at the end of the video if you want to go watch it. Check it out. Come back to this whenever you want. But Ivysaur, I think, is... Oh, I think Ivysaur is a solid A tier. Middle, well, yeah, A tier. He's got that weird little like in between where it's like he's starting to turn into Venusaur, but he still looks a little bit like an angry Bulbasaur. But I think he's solid. I definitely like him a little bit more now than I did as a kid. I'm a 90s kid after all, and the original starters from Generation 1 and 2 are very nostalgic for me, and I do like them a lot in some cases. Charmeleon, S tier. Angry Charmander, yes, but I've always loved Charmeleon. His design to me has always been, like, he still looks cute, but he still looks menacing. Same thing like I said with Totodile last time. I really like him. I think he's a super strong design for just a fiery lizard. Wartortle. I'm gonna put Wartortle in B for now, but could be in my opinion. He could swing either way, A to C. I think he's anywhere from those. I think he's just kind of weird because it's like, where did the fuzzy looking tail and weird ears or whatever those are come from? Like, why did it get those going into Blastoise? Like, I just don't really know if there's like a backstory or reason for that, or like, you know, some real world implementation of turtles like that, but I just think it's super weird. It's always been something that threw me off with Wartortle. I never really, yet again, liked it as a kid, but I don't know. Bayleaf. S tier, I think. I really like Bayleaf's design. I think it's super solid. It's my favorite of the middle starters for that generation. One of my favorite middle starters overall. I probably could argue putting it in S+, but we'll see. We'll see towards the end of the list if you know, things start adding up in certain spots. I think it's solid. I think it's really cool. I think it's the strongest of that entire line, strongest middle evolution of the entire Gen 2 Pokemon. But yeah, Bayleaf super cool. Quilava, B tier. I would argue putting Quilava down in C. As a kid, alright, so if you gave me this as a kid, I would have put it in C or D. Quilava has grown on me over time, but I think he's just kind of, he's okay. He's not bad. I'm gonna put Croconaw in B for now, but I think Croconaw could go A. Yet again, I think he's solid for his like appearance, ability, or use-wise in game. I've always liked him. Totodile is my favorite starter from that generation for Gen 2. But yeah, I think he could go there. Grovyle, S+. He's one of the coolest, if not the coolest, middle evolution starter of all of them. He looks menacing. He just looks super cool. In the anime, he was super dope. For Ash's Pokemon. Use-wise, I think he's fantastic. There's not much negative going for Grovyle. Combuskin, though, I'm gonna put Combuskin in A for now, just because I really like Torchic and Blaziken, and it's my favorite starter from that generation. But I think Combusken's design is just a little goofy. He's still obviously a weird chicken creature, but he's just like, obviously there's always been references of what his body shape looks like, but I think he's okay. I think he's just right above that B tier aspect for me, but that's just because I'm a little biased towards it. Marshtomp is, I'm gonna put him in C. I've never really liked him that much. I think he's very, like, he's got a very creepy stare, and I think he's the weak part about the Swampert line, at least in my opinion. I've never really been a huge fan of him. Grottle. I'm gonna put Grottle in... I'm gonna put him in S tier. I think Grottle's really cool. I think he's a solid design as well. He does look a little, you know, a little goofy, but I think he's got a... Grottle has a certain charm for me when it comes to the middle stages. Like, he doesn't really have the Ivysaur thing going on, where he just looks like an angry Bulbasaur that's kind of getting the Venusaur plant. Like, he kind of stands out as, like, unique in the line. Same thing with, like, Bayleaf. Bayleaf, like, looks like, it doesn't look like Chikorita at all, and it kind of looks like it's starting into Meganium, but, like, these two just, I don't know, there's something cool about them. Monferno. Angry Monkey. Angry Monkey goes in S tier. I think he's solid. He's definitely grown on me over the years. I wasn't really a fan of him to begin with, but I really like him now, after, like, using him several times, and I think his appearance is pretty cool as well. Prinplup, D tier. I don't like Prinplup at all. I think Prinplup is it's not very good looking. Its design just unappealing. I think a lot of people just don't like Prinplup. It's just weird. You go from cute, adorable Piplup to that. It's just, no. I don't like it. Who we got next? Servine. Getting into Generation 5. I think Servine's good. I think it's middle of the pack. I think the design is... It's not unappealing. I think it's definitely cool looking. Its legs are a little weird. It's got those teeny legs. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it's the best, but I don't think it's the worst. That's why I'm gonna go, like, middle of the pack as well with him. Pignite. I'm gonna put Pignite in C for now. I don't know if Pignite's as awful as Prinplup, but it's not the best. I don't like it. Pignite kind of ruins the Tapig line for me, just because it's just weird. I'm not a fan. Duat. I'm gonna put Duat in A tier. Duat for me, originally I did not like Duat. I think he's a step better than Oshawott. Like, Oshawott, some people could say he's kind of cute, but at the same time, I don't know how I feel about him design-wise. I think he's just a little, like, yeah, he's an otter, but, like, I think Duat definitely looks cooler. Like, he's a more battle-ready otter, so he's got, like, a cool factor to his appearance. I think he's okay. He's definitely my favorite, probably, starter now of the... I think design-wise, he's got the best design out of the middle stages there, but he's definitely grown on me over time. Coolidin, yeah. I'm not even gonna say anything about this one. I just don't know what happened here. I just don't. This one just, ugh. Braixen. I have a very hard time with Braixen, because as much as I want to put it in B tier, I'm not a fan of Braixen. I think... So, I have a very hard problem when it comes to Pokemon. I don't like humanoid Pokemon, especially when you go from an animal four-legged creature to a two-legged creature that should have stayed two-legged. So, I personally I I think Braixen's design is pretty, like, it's solid for what it is, but I don't like what it did to Fennekin. Fennekin was my favorite of the original three when I first saw them, and then they did this to it. So I'm very disappointed with what happened with Braixen. I wish it would have stayed on four legs and been a cool, like, another rivalry, like, cool looking Pokemon for Ninetales. Like, Ninetales is awesome. Ninetales is one of my favorite Pokemon from Generation 1, and they just kind of, I just don't know. I don't know what they did with it. I don't understand. I don't know why they had to do this to it. I know they did the whole Mage, Rogue, and, like, Warrior route for, like, that generation, but I'm not a fan of it. Frogadier. Yeah, I'm gonna put Frogadier in S. I think Frogadier's solid. Frogadier's really cool. Froakie wasn't my favorite when I first saw it, but when I saw Frogadier, like, that, like, changed everything. It was kind of like, when I first see starters, in my opinion on them is, like, I see them as their baby form, and I kind of make a very, like, I make a determined factor on them right then on if I want to use them or not, but I still hold my complete judgment on them until I see the middle stage, and then the final stage is where I decide, alright, that's the one I'm using my playthrough. I did that specifically with Generation 5. Generation 5 and 6 I did that very heavily off of. Generation 6, for example, when I first saw them, Fennekin was the instant favorite. Chespin was my least favorite. Froakie was middle of the pack. I didn't hate it. I think maybe Froakie was tied with Chespin. They were, like, kind of neck and neck for which one I like more. But Fennekin was my favorite. I loved them all looking at them. Saw the middle stages. Froakie became my favorite. Then I saw the end stages. Greninja was my favorite. Looked a little weird because of the whole tongue thing, but, like, Chestnut was kind of under it. But Chestnut's color scheme throws me off. So that's kind of what's going on there. Jump into the next one. Dartrix. I'm gonna put Dartrix in B. He's got the whole emo, like, kind of know-it-all stage going on. I really like Rowlet. I think his design could argue swinging down to C, but I don't hate him. Torracat, S+. Torracat is arguably, for me, he's, like, almost tied with Grovyle for, like, the coolest middle stage. I really, really, really love Torracat. I think he is awesome. He's got the perfect balance of just cute, cuddly kitty cat, but also super menacing, like, I'm going to be a tiger type Pokemon. I really wish Incineroar stayed on four legs for its design. It was like a cool fire saber-tooth cat. Because for me, Litten would have been my favorite starter line. Probably tied with Charizard as my favorite starter line. I really, really, really love Torracat. It disappoints me so much what happened to Incineroar. Brione? Down in D tier. I don't like it. I think it's just weird. Alright. Generation 8. The Sword and Shield new boys to the club. I'm gonna put Thwackey in B. I think Thwackey is solid. I don't hate it. I don't like it. I think its color scheme I think it could have been a little bit of a darker green. Other than that, really that's my only criticisms about it, is I wish the green was darker for it. Otherwise I would think it would be super solid. I think the lime weird looking off green is just kind of odd. Raboot. I'm gonna put Raboot in S tier. I think it's super cute. It's definitely one of my favorite Pokemon, one of my favorite starters now. For Cinderace and Scorbunny. I think it's got the whole track runner thing going on. It's got a little, like, hoodie pouch in the front. I think it's super cute. I think it fits really well in line with the rest of them there. And What are you? You're Drizzle, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, and then for Drizzle, I'm gonna put him in D. I don't like him. I don't like him at all. um, I think his design is just not appealing. I don't know what it is about the Sabo line, but I'm not a fan of it. Um, so yeah, ending looking at this, I think there's a lot of like middle of the packs. I think you could argue with this list. I think you could argue for me, I think Bayleaf could possibly jump up to S plus. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna put Bayleaf in S plus, ending it off. I think Bayleaf deserves it. It's a really good design. It's a solid Pokemon. I loved it in the anime. I've always liked using it. I've tried doing it before in a playthrough where I keep a Bayleaf and don't evolve it, and I think it's okay. I think this is my ending thing. These are all super solid in the S tier. If I had to rank them like within this rank, I'd probably put them like this. Yeah, I think I'd do this. I think this would be my ranking here for these guys. Yeah, you're bottom of the barrel. Yeah, I think this would be my overall if I rank them within the rankings, like each of these separately. I didn't do this for the base forms, but I think this is how I'd put them. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is where it would be. Alright, and that is going to do it for this tier list. If you did enjoy it, as always, leave a like down below. Let me know what you thought about it. These are just my opinions after all. You can have different opinions as well. Let me know what your thoughts are on the middle stages of the starter evolutions. You could always go to tiermaker.com, make your own tier list. Tweet at me on Twitter at ewolfgaming25 if you want. You can also go down in the comments as well and leave your own tier list. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down there. Let me know what you thought of the list. Let me know if you agree with me. If you don't agree with me, like I said, these are my opinions. You're more than welcome to have your own. Nobody's probably going to have their same opinions on, especially Pokemon. Everyone's got a different opinion on Pokemon. But if you did enjoy it, as always, you could leave a like down below. Let me know you liked it. Helps with the YouTube algorithm, everything like that. Leave a comment as well, like I said. If you are new to the channel as well, you could always subscribe, keep up to date with all the videos, or you could follow me on Twitter at I told you before, or you could go to my Twitch account, which is twitch.tv/wolfstalker25. I'm playing Pokemon Dynamax Adventures over there, probably Miles Morales, Spider-Man pretty soon, other games, more Pokemon stuff, tons of stuff I hopefully will be doing over there. I'm trying to stream multiple times a week. I'm still getting used to it. I've just kind of got started. So if you did enjoy the video, as always, leave a like down below. Let me know what you thought about it. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.